Hi everybody, we're going to be making a cushioned headboard today. So I'll just go through some tools and some materials that you need, and I'll pick up on any other tools that we need through the stages. So we need a drill, bit around about 10-12 mil. We're also going to need some cable ties. So the first cable tie we've got is around about 6-7 mil. You can use a little bit thicker if you want. This is going to be used for attaching the headboard to the metal framed headboard that we've got at the moment, which I'll show you a little bit later on. Then we've got a smaller cable tie. That's around about 2-3 mil. Get them in a pound shop, 99p shop, wherever you go. Cheap and cheerful, but they work okay. Then you need buttons. We're going to be using like a diamond button, and that should fit through the loop. So it fits quite nicely through there. Then we got a nail, which is an aluminium nail. These ones haven't got any head on, which is ideal. A really little head. We want a scraper. We want a hammer. It's a light duty hammer. Then a staple gun. Another staple gun and plenty of staples. Pen and a pencil, so I've got a Sharpie and a HB pencil. That's the offcut of the cloth that we're going to be using. A pair of scissors, cut the cloth. Want some duct tape, or gaffer tape, we can call it. Then I'm going to be using spray adhesive. That goes off fairly quick, covers quite a good area. And then we've got memory foam, it's around about 1.5 to 2 inches thick. You can use thicker if you want, and you can also get denser stuff as well to use. So we've got about 18 mil ply. Could use something a bit thicker if you wanted to, but I wouldn't go any less. And what we're doing here is just marking out the centre line and the lines where we're going to be putting the buttons, and then we'll divide them up into equal margins so that we know that we've got all the buttons in the right places. Marking all them up. Then we're going to go for the diamond shape. Oh, mucked up a little bit there, drilled an extra hole. So I'm just marking the right holes that I'm going to be using. Then put the memory foam on there. And what we're going to do is cut that to size. So I've cut the board so it sits down onto the frame of the bed, and then allowing for the mattress. That's where we are now. Get a Stanley knife and cut that section away where the mattress goes. So that's a couple more tools that you need: a long level or straight edge and a knife. And the next thing I'm doing is marking out where the thick cable ties are going to go to attach it to the frame of the bed. Just get rid of the dust, mate. Just keep it clean as you go, makes it easier. So I've cut 2 holes there, and then what we want to do is come up from underneath, put the cable tie through, get rid of some of the spool from underneath. Post in 1 hole and loop it over, back down. Simple as that. So I've done 5 attachments there. It should be plenty. So 1 in the middle and 2 at each end. I'm going to get the spray glue, spray adhesive. I'll do a little section first because it goes off quite quickly. So on there I've drawn lines so I know where the memory foam is going to sit. So just pat that down a little bit, peel that back. That's gone off pretty quick already. So it's quite a hot day today as well. So it's probably gone off a little bit quicker than usual. Just lay that into place. Let that dry off and turn it over. And with this scraper you just want to go around the back of that where you've drilled through. There's going to be sort of splinters of wood, so you want to get rid of them. It also helps a little bit later on, you'll see where the splinters have gone off. We can use the nail. So now I've got a skewer. I'll just poke it through those holes and through the memory foam, because that's where we're going to be putting the small cable ties through. Now I want a flat area to work off now, so I've just got a couple of bits of Conti board, just give them a bit of a clean off. One of them's a little bit bowed, so I turn it over onto the horse. Then you get your material. Obviously the side that you want to be seen, you want to lay downwards. You want to get that nice and flat, no creases in it. And you want enough over the same distance over the edge. So you've got about 100 millimeters. So that should just tuck over the top onto the ply. With a staple gun. My staple gun's not very good. This fires quite a lot. Just want to staple that all the way around, so get it into place first and then put a few more staples in. Go back onto it and just stretch it around a little bit. Do that all the way around. Try and get those corners nice and neat. You want them nice and tight and neat, you don't want them unfolding. And then just go around with a hammer, just make sure they're all sitting nice and flush and not all poking out. Then what we want to do is cut that excess off, but allowing enough to pull over on top of the ply again, and do exactly the same. So you just want to do 3 sides for the moment. Just checking to make sure there's no creases. Put that back in place. Just fold that over a little bit. Now pulling these apart, making sure that's nice and taut from underneath. Let's leave that in place for the moment. And what we're going to do is start fixing the buttons. So I've got the button there. So that, as I said, goes through the loop. So we're going to attach it once it goes through applying the memory foam. with that hole, you should be able to feed that through the hole, and should be able to get that through the material as well. Then put the button on once it's gone through. Make sure it's the right way up, which it should be anyway, and that the cable tie is the right way around as well. When you get it through, you want it to be able to zip tie together. Put it around the wrong way, it won't work. Then you've got to push the other bit back through the material and the memory foam and up through the hole. Once you've got them, just tighten it a little bit so it's caught. And you'll have a little loop there. Don't do it too tight at the moment. I'll get my thumb in there, okay. Then we get the nail. You just slide that underneath the loop and tighten it up. Get that to around about where you want it. Now I'm going to finish this one off just to show you what to do with it once you've finished it. I'm happy with where it's sitting, so I'll just cut the excess cable tie off. I'm just going to put a little bit of duct tape over the top just to make sure that nail doesn't slip and that you don't catch, or it doesn't catch on anything later on. And the next one I had a bit more trouble with. So what I've done was I've got the skewer. I used that, push that through, because it's got 4 flat sides to the skewer as well. You can slide the cable tie down with it and it helps just guide the cable tie through where you want it to go. And when you put the button on, you've got to come back up. Just put the skewer back down and follow it back up again. So then you put, that's how your nail should sit. So that's what I was saying, when you've got that splinter, it should run along with that. It will just help seat it down a little bit. That's all the buttons in place, so you can just adjust them to make sure they're all at the same sort of depth. Just that fold at the bottom, just going to tack that up. Get that folded away, yeah. So we can get that out of the way in a minute. Just cut the, bang those proud ones off, and what we're going to do is we're going to cut that off in a minute. Just going to go through and cut all the excess cable ties off and put all the duct tape over the top, get them out of the way. Just cut that excess off. You may want to fold it up a bit further up if you want to, cover the back of the headboard. If you want to hook it onto the wall, you could always make a use a bit of timber and sort of hook it onto the wall. There you go, that's done. So that's the frame we had already. That's it, fixed into place.